Using AI to estimate property values, automated valuation models, AVMs, have become a significant advancement in property valuation. Powered by artificial intelligence, AI technologies, these models use vast amounts of data to estimate property values quickly and accurately, providing a more efficient and data-driven approach compared to traditional valuation methods. In the context of real estate, AVMs can process multiple variables to give a reliable estimate of a property's market value, often in real time. This section explores how AI is utilized in AVMs to estimate property values, the key features of these models, and how they benefit real estate professionals, buyers, and sellers. How AI-powered AVMs work. An automated valuation model, AVN, uses a combination of algorithms, machine learning, and historical data to estimate the value of a property. AI enhances AVMs by improving accuracy, scalability, and speed of property valuation, which has historically been a time-consuming and manual process. Data collection and integration. AVMs leverage large datasets to provide comprehensive property valuations. These datasets include public property records, sales data, tax assessments, MLS listings, historical sales prices, and even economic data such as interest rates and local market trends. AI processes this vast amount of data to analyze trends and determine accurate property values. Example, an AI-driven AVM might pull in data from thousands of properties in the same neighborhood, comparable in size, condition, and amenities, to determine the average value and predict the price of a particular property based on similar factors. Algorithmic prediction. AI algorithms analyze patterns within the data to estimate a property's current market value. These models are trained using machine learning techniques that allow them to improve over time by learning from historical data. For example, the model may recognize that properties in certain neighborhoods tend to appreciate faster than others and adjust accordingly. Example, an AI-driven AVM for a home in a rapidly developing area may predict a higher value than a similar property in an area with slower growth. The AI takes into account various factors such as nearby infrastructure developments, demand for housing, and economic growth that might impact future property prices. Real-time estimations. AI allows AVMs to provide real-time property valuations, adjusting instantly based on new data. This is a significant improvement over traditional valuation methods, which typically require appraisers to physically inspect a property or manually evaluate comparable sales data. Example, a real estate agent can use an AI-powered AVM to instantly check the current estimated value of a home when a potential buyer expresses interest. The AVM pulls in the most recent market data to give an up-to-date valuation without delays or additional processes. Advantages of AI and AVMs. AI-powered AVMs offer several advantages over traditional property valuation methods, both in terms of speed and accuracy. These benefits make AI a valuable tool for real estate professionals, investors, and buyers alike. Increased speed and efficiency. AI can calculate property values in seconds, compared to the hours or even days it might take a human appraiser to conduct a comparable market analysis, CMA. This speed allows for quicker decision-making, especially in fast-paced markets where time is a critical factor. Example, an agent working with a buyer can quickly use an AI-powered AVM to generate property value estimates across multiple listings, helping the buyer compare properties in real time and make an informed offer without delays. Enhanced accuracy. Traditional appraisals rely on the appraiser's expertise, subjective judgment, and available comparables, which can sometimes lead to inconsistent or inaccurate valuations. AI, however, can consider a much broader set of data and is not influenced by human bias or oversight. The more data AI has access to, the more accurate its predictions become. Example, AI can cross-reference multiple data points, such as neighborhood trends, comparable sales, local economic conditions, and property-specific characteristics simultaneously, which leads to more precise property value estimates. A traditional appraisal may not account for all these variables, especially in real time. Scalability. AI-powered AVMs can process large amounts of property data and perform valuations on a broad scale. This scalability is particularly valuable for real estate firms, financial institutions, and investors who need to assess a wide range of properties quickly and efficiently. Example: a real estate investor interested in purchasing multiple properties for a portfolio can use AI-driven AVMs to quickly assess the values of numerous homes across various locations, making data-driven decisions in a fraction of the time it would take to conduct traditional appraisals for each property. Common applications of AVMs in real estate. AI-powered AVMs are used across various real estate sectors to streamline processes and provide accurate property value assessments. Below are several common applications of AVMs in the real estate market. Pricing property listings. Real estate professionals can use AVMs to set competitive listing prices by determining the current market value of a property based on similar properties in the area. AI-driven AVMs consider up-to-date market conditions, making it easier to determine the optimal asking price. Example: a real estate agent can use an AVM to set an appropriate listing price for a home by assessing the sale prices of comparable homes in the same neighborhood and factoring in any recent market shifts, such as increased demand or new local developments. Valuation for home buyers and sellers. Home buyers and sellers can use AVMs to get an estimate of a property's fair market value before entering negotiations. By accessing accurate and real-time property values, both parties are better equipped to make informed decisions, leading to more realistic offers and smoother transactions. Example: a buyer can use an AI-driven AVM to determine if the seller's asking price is reasonable, based on the valuation provided by the system. Similarly, the seller can use the AVM to set a fair price for the home based on current market conditions. Mortgage and lending decisions. Financial institutions and mortgage lenders use AI-powered AVMs to assess the value of a property before approving loans. AVMs offer a quick and reliable way to estimate the property's worth, helping lenders determine the loan-to-value ratio, LTV, and mitigate risk. Example: a bank uses an AI-powered AVM to evaluate a home's market value during the mortgage approval process. The AVM helps the bank decide if the property is worth the amount the buyer is seeking to borrow, ensuring that the loan amount is appropriate relative to the home's value. Investor and portfolio management. Real estate investors use AVMs to assess the potential profitability of properties they are considering for purchase. By analyzing current market trends, comparable sales, and expected future price movements, AVMs help investors determine the best properties to add to their portfolio. Example: an investor uses an AI-powered AVM to calculate the value of rental properties across several cities. Based on the AI's pricing insights, the investor can decide where to focus their investment efforts for the highest return on investment. AI in AVMs, enhancing predictive market insights. One of the most powerful features of AI in AVMs is its ability to provide predictive market insights. AI models can forecast future property values, helping real estate professionals, investors, and homeowners anticipate price changes and trends. Forecasting future property values. AI-powered AVMs can predict how property values will change over time based on factors such as local market trends, economic conditions, and neighborhood development plans. These predictions allow real estate professionals to advise clients on whether to buy, sell, or wait for better market conditions. Example: AI analyzes the historical price trends of homes in a neighborhood and uses that data to predict future property values. An agent can use this forecast to recommend to a client whether it's the right time to buy or if they should wait for prices to adjust. Neighborhood growth and investment predictions. AI tools can analyze emerging trends in specific neighborhoods, such as new infrastructure projects, population growth, and economic development. to predict which areas are likely to see property value increases. These insights can help investors identify profitable areas for long-term investment. Example: an AI-powered AVM detects that a neighborhood is experiencing growth due to new schools, shopping centers, and public transport developments. It predicts that property prices in the area will rise by 7% over the next few years. Investors can use this insight to acquire properties early and maximize their investment return. Legal and ethical considerations in AVMs. While AVMs provide significant advantages in property valuation, real estate professionals must ensure that these models are used ethically and legally. In Arizona, the use of AI-driven AVMs must comply with advertising laws, property valuation standards, and consumer protection regulations. ARS Section 32-2151.01 Advertising and Valuation Accuracy. Any property value provided by an AI-powered AVM must be accurate and truthful. If an AVM is used to generate a valuation for marketing purposes or during negotiations, the property's estimated value should reflect the most current and reliable data available. Misrepresenting an AI valuation can lead to legal consequences. Implication for AVMs. Real estate agents and lenders must ensure that AI-generated valuations are based on accurate, up-to-date data and are not misleading to buyers, sellers, or investors. Any discrepancies between AI-driven valuations and actual property values should be clarified to avoid misleading clients. ARS Section 32-2165 Prohibited Advertising Practices. Arizona law prohibits deceptive advertising, including overstatement of property values or misrepresentation of a property's potential worth. When using AVMs in advertisements, it is essential to ensure that the property value is presented in a truthful and balanced way. Implication for AVMs. AI-generated AVM valuations must be used responsibly and in accordance with advertising regulations. For example, if an AVM suggests a higher value than the market data supports, it should be disclosed as an estimate, and further context should be provided. The role of AI in property valuation. AI-powered automated valuation models, AVMs, are transforming the real estate industry by offering faster, more accurate property valuations. Through the use of machine learning, large datasets, and predictive analytics, AI-driven AVMs provide valuable insights into current property values and future market trends. By adopting AVMs, real estate professionals can offer clients more precise property valuations, streamline the buying and selling process, and make more informed decisions about property investments. However, to maintain trust and comply with legal standards, it is crucial that AI-generated valuations are transparent, accurate, and properly disclosed, ensuring that all marketing and advertising practices align with Arizona's real estate regulations. Accuracy and reliability of AVMs in real estate. Automated valuation models, AVMs, have become indispensable tools in real estate property valuation, providing a faster and more scalable way to estimate property values. These AI-powered tools leverage vast amounts of data to generate property valuations quickly and efficiently. However, the accuracy and reliability of AVMs are vital to their effectiveness and the trust real estate professionals place in them. Understanding the factors that influence AVM accuracy and knowing their limitations are crucial for making informed decisions based on their outputs. In this section, we will explore the key factors that impact the accuracy and reliability of AVMs in real estate, how these models are calibrated, and how real estate professionals can use them effectively while understanding their limitations. Key factors influencing the accuracy of AVMs. The accuracy of an AVM relies heavily on several key factors, including the quality and depth of the data used, the algorithms that power the model, and the local market conditions. Let's break down these factors. Data quality and quantity. The most significant factor that impacts the accuracy of AVMs is the quality and comprehensiveness of the data used to train the model. AVMs rely on data such as historical sales, tax assessments, MLS listings, property details, and local market trends. The more granular and up-to-date the data, the more accurate the AVM's valuation will be. If the data is outdated or incomplete, the AVM's estimate will likely be less reliable. Example: AVMs that rely on recent, high-quality data, for example, recent comparable sales, current market conditions, and up-to-date property details, will produce more accurate property value estimates than models that use older or incomplete data sets. Comparable sales, comps. AVMs heavily rely on comparable sales data, comps, which are used to estimate the value of a property based on the sale prices of similar properties in the same area. The accuracy of AVMs is tied to how well these comparable properties match the subject property in terms of size, location, condition, and other factors. Example: if an AVM uses comps that are not truly comparable, such as using data from properties that are located in a different neighborhood or have vastly different features, the valuation will likely be inaccurate. For instance, comparing a property in a newly developed area with a property in an older, well-established neighborhood may not yield an accurate estimate of market value. Local market conditions. Local real estate market conditions, such as supply and demand, local economic factors, and trends in specific neighborhoods, play a significant role in the accuracy of AVM valuations. AI-powered AVMs need to factor in these local dynamics to provide a reliable estimate. However, rapid changes in local conditions may not be fully captured by an AVM in real time, which can affect its reliability. Example: in a market experiencing a housing boom, property values can increase rapidly. An AVM that has not been updated to reflect the latest market conditions might undervalue properties by not capturing this upward trend. Property-specific data. AVMs consider the unique characteristics of a property, such as square footage, the number of bedrooms, bathrooms, and other features. The accuracy of the AVM depends on how well this data is captured and how it compares with similar properties. If the property data is inaccurate or incomplete, the AVM valuation will likely be less reliable. Example: if the square footage of a home is inaccurately recorded, this will directly affect the valuation, since square footage is one of the primary factors in property pricing. Similarly, features like a renovated kitchen or a newly installed pool should be factored into the valuation, and failure to do so could lead to an inaccurate estimate. The role of AI and machine learning in enhancing AVM accuracy. AI and machine learning algorithms enhance the accuracy and reliability of AVMs by continuously learning from new data and adjusting their models over time. These technologies enable AVMs to make better predictions and improve their accuracy as more data is processed. Machine learning for data pattern recognition. Machine learning algorithms can identify complex patterns in the data that may not be immediately obvious to human appraisers or traditional models. For example, AI can analyze thousands of properties to recognize subtle market shifts, such as emerging neighborhoods or trends that affect property values. Example: AI can recognize that properties with specific features, like energy-efficient upgrades or home offices, are gaining value in the market, even though this trend may not have been widely recognized by traditional valuation methods. The system then adjusts future valuations accordingly. Real-time updates. One of the advantages of AI-driven AVMs is their ability to incorporate real-time market data, including new property sales, economic conditions, and changes in neighborhood trends. By continuously updating the model with new data, AI ensures that AVMs remain accurate and relevant even as the market evolves. Example: if a neighborhood sees a surge in home sales due to new infrastructure development, the AVM can adjust the value of properties in that area in real time, reflecting the increased demand and higher prices. Strengths of AI-powered AVMs. AI-powered AVMs offer several key strengths that make them an indispensable tool for real estate professionals. Speed and efficiency. AVMs powered by AI provide immediate property valuations, saving time compared to traditional appraisals or manual CMAs. This makes them ideal for situations where quick property valuations are required, such as for mortgage underwriting, investment analysis, or setting a listing price. Example: A real estate agent using an AI-driven AVM can instantly get an accurate estimate of a property's value during a client meeting, rather than having to wait for a formal appraisal. Consistency and objectivity. AI models are not influenced by human biases, fatigue, or subjective judgments. They rely solely on data, ensuring that valuations are consistent across different properties and markets. This objectivity is particularly valuable for lenders and investors who need reliable and impartial property valuations. Example: an investor considering multiple properties for purchase can use AI-powered AVMs to obtain consistent valuations that are based purely on data, reducing the risk of human error or subjective bias in the valuation process. Scalability. AI-powered AVMs can process a vast amount of data and provide property valuations at scale. This is particularly useful for real estate professionals managing large portfolios or working in markets with many properties to assess. Example: a real estate investment firm managing hundreds of properties can use AI-driven AVMs to quickly assess the values of properties across different markets, enabling them to make quicker investment decisions. Limitations and challenges of AVMs. While AI-powered AVMs are incredibly useful, there are limitations and challenges that real estate professionals must consider when using them. Data quality and availability. The accuracy of an AVM depends on the quality and availability of the data it uses. In areas with sparse data, or where property sales are infrequent, AVMs may not provide reliable valuations. Additionally, the absence of up-to-date data can lead to inaccuracies. Example: in a rural area with few property sales, the AVM may not have enough comparable sales data to produce an accurate valuation, leading to a less reliable estimate. Local market nuances. AVMs may struggle to capture the nuances of local markets, especially in areas with rapidly changing market dynamics or unique characteristics. For example, AVMs may not fully account for changes in local zoning laws, new developments, or neighborhood-specific trends that impact property values. Example: in an area experiencing gentrification, an AVM may not immediately capture the increase in property values resulting from new investments, and its valuations might lag behind actual market conditions. Lack of human judgment. While AI excels in processing large datasets and identifying patterns, it lacks the nuanced understanding that human appraisers bring to the table. Factors like a home's curb appeal or the subjective desirability of a neighborhood may not be accurately captured by an AVM, potentially affecting its reliability in certain situations. Example: a home with exceptional curb appeal or unique architectural features might not be fully appreciated by an AVM, which relies strictly on numerical data and comparable sales, potentially undervaluing the property. Best practices for using AVMs in real estate. To maximize the effectiveness of AI-powered AVMs, real estate professionals should follow best practices. Supplement AVMs with local knowledge. While AVMs provide valuable insights, they should be supplemented with local market knowledge and professional judgment. Real estate professionals should combine AVM data with their understanding of local trends, amenities, and potential property upgrades to ensure that valuations are as accurate as possible. Example: an agent working in a neighborhood that is experiencing new development should be aware of the potential for increased demand, even if the AVM does not immediately reflect this shift. The agent can adjust their pricing strategy accordingly, based on both the AVM data and their local expertise. Use AVMs for initial estimates, not final decisions. AVMs are excellent for providing initial property value estimates, but they should not be used as the sole basis for major decisions. For example, while an AVM can help set an initial listing price or evaluate potential investments, a formal appraisal or more detailed CMA should be conducted before finalizing pricing decisions or making an offer. Example: an agent might use an AVM to quickly estimate the value of a property, but before advising a client on pricing, they should conduct a full CMA or hire an appraiser for a more thorough analysis. Ensure data accuracy and consistency. To improve the reliability of AVMs, ensure that the data fed into the system is accurate, comprehensive, and up-to-date. Regularly update AVMs with fresh sales data, market trends, and other relevant information to ensure that the system continues to provide accurate valuations. Example, an agent should verify that the AVM tool is regularly updated with recent sales data from the MLS and relevant market conditions to avoid outdated or incorrect valuations. The role of AI in enhancing property valuations. AI-powered automated valuation models, AVMs, are transforming how property valuations are conducted, providing faster, more accurate, and data-driven estimates of property values. By leveraging machine learning, real-time data, and advanced algorithms, AVMs offer a highly efficient tool for real estate professionals, investors, and lenders. However, the accuracy and reliability of AVMs depend on data quality, market conditions, and AI algorithms. Real estate professionals should use AVMs as part of a broader strategy that includes local market knowledge and human judgment. By understanding the strengths and limitations of AVMs and using them effectively, real estate professionals can make better, data-driven decisions and provide clients with more accurate property valuations.